Hi, my name is Goldman. I'm the director and founder of Goldman and Associates. Our firm has a primary focus on family law issues here in Michigan, and we're continuing our video series today designed to educate the viewing audience about interesting issues. And today we're going to talk about a global issue about hiring a divorce lawyer. A question that we get a lot is it important to hire a lawyer? Do I need to hire a lawyer to handle my divorce? I mean, after all, the court will give you forms. The court will give you access to links, and you can download little charts and check boxes and all that, so maybe you don't need a lawyer. Well, I will tell you that you do. You're a unique person. You married a unique person. Your marriage is unique. It's not going to be something that some form that somebody drafted up is likely to address your situation. Forms can be utilized in certain very, very limited things, but most of the time you're going to find a form is nothing more than a square peg in a round hole. It's just not going to be suitable for you because it may talk about this, but you have that. It may say where there's no children, you have children. What if you have children, but they're adopted children? What if they adopted, you didn't adopt? There's all sorts of unusual irregularities to your life that make it unique. But that uniqueness means it's probably not subject to a form. Therefore, you're going to have to choose a lawyer. You're going to have to get a lawyer to help you navigate the complexities of this. There's a zillion lawyers out there. I think over 35,000 in the state of Michigan, last I checked. A lot of very high-quality people, any one of which can really help you do the job. So how are you supposed to wade through all that to find out which is the best lawyer for you? Well, I will tell you what I think is the best way to do it. You're going to call up different lawyers. You're going to read reviews. You're going to try and find somebody who's got, high ratings, and that's a great thing. Reviews that tell certain things about lawyers within a firm, for example, are very helpful for you to isolate, which lawyer you may or may not want. But in general, even if you pull that out of the equation, even if we were talking at an era when those things didn't exist, so you had to figure it out. So you walk down the street and you see law office, law office, law office. Which one do you go to? You're going to go to the one that has the nicest painting on the wall? I don't think so. Here's my suggestion. Figure out what your vision is for this case. What would you like this case and this relationship and these complexities, what would you like it to look like when it's all over? And then find a lawyer who shares that vision. We're involved in a lot of cases where it seems that the other side's goal is to try and trash everybody, to throw as much mud as you can. Here's the problem with that. They got to avoid the things that feel good now but won't pay off later. Sure, you want to trash your husband? Trash away. Go ahead. But you know what? Your kid's 3 years old. Going to be in the system for 15 years. That means for 15 years after this divorce, the husband and wife are still going to have to deal with each other. If you have laid the foundation so that there will be a workable relationship in the future, you won't have problems. And if you spent money, hours trashing the other person, trying to humiliate them, then you know what? That person's going to hate you for the rest of your life. And when it comes time for things, post-judgment, after the divorce, after the lawyers, after the judges are out of your life, you still got to work with this person with the kids. How are you going to work with a person who you just spent the last year and a half humiliating? You really think he or she is going to work with you? The answer is no. That person is just going to hate you. And no matter what you want, no matter how reasonable it is, no matter what you may need, even if it's a question of, hey, I've been called to work late due to an emergency, can you pick up the kid earlier or later, expect to get a strong no, because you've spent so much time humiliating that person. So therefore, don't do that. Figure out what the end game should look like. Find a lawyer that will share your vision. That's how you know you've got the right lawyer for you. Some people may be hell-bent, making their ex-wife miserable. All right. If that's how you want this picture to look, then certain kind of lawyers might do that. But I will tell you one thing. Most lawyers who conduct and who appreciate the profession and who appreciate what it is we do, there's a certain quality to it. There's a certain good faith effort that goes into it. We're not about trashing and humiliating people. That's not what the legal profession was designed to do. The legal profession was designed to preserve rights and to make sure that justice is meted out on both sides of the table. So when you're in that situation, understand it and approach it from that perspective, and then maybe you'll get a little bit closer to picking a lawyer that's right for you. If you have any questions about that, or you want to know if we're the right lawyer for you, give us a call. We'll be glad to help you out.